Is it just me, or are people who wish they were in a relationship looked down upon? I've noticed this from personal experience. It's almost like being upset that you're single or can't find love is an invalid reason to be upset. Am I crazy?
Oh, no. No. You're not crazy, girly.
No, I do feel like it is looked down upon.
Yeah, like, you mean by other single people?
Oh, I think just by anyone else.
I guess I'm viewing it as like, you know, when you're single and you're just like really, you're feeling it and you're like, heck yeah, like independent era.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of viewed as a good thing. Like you should be that way. So I guess when I hear this, I'm like, oh, you're not allowed to feel sad for being single. Like that makes you just like a sad person in general.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, yeah, but you can be sad, I don't know, for literally any other reason. But I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, you are. I thought you were going to say You Can Be Happy and Sad at the Same Time by Casey Musgraves. No, I totally think this is valid. And I feel like when you're single and then you say, oh, like, I don't want to be single anymore, everyone's first response is to try to like help you and change your mind and be like, but wait, being single has so many benefits. It's fun to be single. You're going to miss this time once you finally find love and companionship. Think of all the things that you can do. You can focus on yourself. Like, don't be sad. Don't be desperate. It's better to be alone than to be with the wrong person. And you can believe all of those things and you can act on all of those things and you can still be sad that you're single.
Yeah, two things can be true at once here. Like,
yeah,
I totally agree. You can have good days and bad days where you're feeling your independent self, and then days where you're like, damn, it'd be nice to have someone right now. People hear that, like hear the sad version of this, and it's almost like they assume you're like insecure or that XYZ is happening, and you're like, no, why can't I just like feel this is how I'm feeling right now, and it could be different tomorrow. And it also doesn't mean all of these other things are happening either, like, because if you're in a relationship, you also might be feeling like, oh, like I kind of miss my single life, or oh, like not loving this right now doesn't mean you don't love your partner, doesn't mean you're in a toxic relationship, doesn't mean any of those things. Like, two things can be true at once.
Yeah. I also think, though, that even if you are like happy in life and you really want to find love and like you're in that season of life, that's fine. But I don't think a lot of people see it as fine.
Mm-hmm.
From personal experience, I was single for a long time, and I feel like it is everyone's response to say like, oh, well, you can just be happy when you're single. And like, they're basically... Sometimes I feel like when you say like, oh yeah, I'm single and I really want to find love, people are like, oh, well, you can't be desperate. Like, it'll come when you're not looking for it. And it's like, you don't have to be desperate.
It doesn't mean you're desperate.
Yeah, like you can want something and not be desperate for it.
Just like you can want $1 million. Doesn't mean you're poor necessarily.
Yeah, that's so true.
I just want more.
Yeah. And then I also think it's like people's response to be like, well, be thankful for what you do have. And it's like, I can, but I'm still allowed to be sad. Like when you want $1 million and they're like, well, be thankful for your salary. I am. Mm-hmm. But does that mean that I'm not allowed to work for more or I'm not allowed to want more? And I kind of don't like the phrase like, oh, it comes when you're not looking for it, or like, oh, just don't be in like the wanting mindset or energy, because people can feel that and it like comes off bad. And like once you're finally okay with yourself and like fully happy in your single life, that's when you'll find love. Like, I don't really believe that. I think that that can be true if you're like desperate, like if you're at the bar trying to meet someone and you're going up to like every single person that moves and like hitting on them, throwing yourself at someone, or like saying yes to all these situations that aren't for you. Like maybe that would be a turn off to people. And that's when you should be like, okay, look, like not everyone is for you. Like take a step back. Like it's okay to want to find love, but it's coming off desperate.
Yeah.
The reason that I don't like that whole phrase is like, okay, so if it comes when I'm not looking for it, like it comes when I don't want it. So I'm never allowed to be in a season of life where I am wanting a companion. Like it is very human to want a companion and like to want to find love and like create a partnership with another human. So why am I not allowed to want that? Because if I want that, therefore I'm not going to get it. Like, no, I think you're allowed to want something. And I think that if you are single and what you really truly want in life is to find love and find a relationship, that fucking sucks if you can't find it. And it's really out of your control in a lot of ways. And I just don't like how a lot of times the first thought is to be like, well, just find happiness in yourself and like do the fun thing by yourself. And it's like, yeah, I do. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I'm ready for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I don't think this person is crazy. I think everyone else is crazy.
Mm-hmm.